After watching this tutorial, you are gonna learn how to create this. You can find all the assets on my Discord server. And without any further ado, let's get started. First, create a composition with a resolution of 1080 by 1080 at 60 fps. Now create a solid layer for the background. To make this gradient style background, create a shape layer and duplicate this layer 3 times. And use these color codes. And arrange them like this. After that, create an adjustment layer on the top and apply fastbox blur, wrap and noise and copy my settings. Now let's animate the background. Select all the shape layers and press P to open position. Create a keyframe, move forward a few seconds and drag all the layers downward like this. Apply this graph. Now add a linear wipe effect on each layer. And make 2 keyframes of transition completion from 100 to 0 and copy my settings. And just like that, our animated background is done and it should look something like this. Now create a text layer and type lovable. Lower the opacity to around 10%. Then apply a linear wipe and animate the transition completion from 100 to 0 using these settings. This gives the text a soft reveal effect. Now create another adjustment layer on the top, apply the transform effect and animate scale from 130 to 100. Then apply this graph for smoother zoom animation. Now import the lovable heart, animate the position and rotation like this. These are my values. Apply this graph for smoother motion. Now create a null layer and parent the heart layer to it. Animate the null's position and rotation. A pro tip, start the null layer keyframe slightly before the main heart layers. This creates smoother and more continuous transition instead of stiff motion. Use Convert Vertex tool to curve the path. At this point, your animation should look something like this. Now create a new shape layer. Go to Shape Layer, Rectangle, Rectangle Path and create keyframes for size, position and roundness. Move them forward a few frames and animate the shape like this. Also animate the opacity from 0 to 100 and apply this graph. This creates smooth reveal transition for the next section. Here comes the main part. Create a black solid layer and apply gradient ramp and adjust something like this. Add colorama effect and use these colors. Now animate both start of ramp and end of ramp like this. And apply this graph. Now press the toggle switch button at the bottom to enable track matte option. Set the gradient layer track matte to shape layer so the gradient only appears inside the shape. Finally, animate the opacity from 100 to 0. Make sure to unhide the shape layer. Also make opacity keyframes on heart layer. This creates a clean fade out. And that's it for the part 1. Hope you learned something new from this tutorial.